What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I talked on this not too long ago, talking about like women's bodies. I feel like that's an ongoing discussion. But yeah, I had seen this video. I was gonna do a reaction video to it. Probably I might still do it, but I already seen the video, but more so just to have like a message to say about people like this. But anyway, so there's this YouTuber. I think her name is like Talia or something like that, and she was just streaming, and out of nowhere, this person donated talking about, is that like your makeup or are you chubby or some stuff like that? And the girl like broke down and started crying over that. And the one thing that I have to say about that, for her at least, like don't let people like that get to you. Don't let people like that get to you. My thing is that I never understood why a person would come out and say some things like that. If whatever is going on with that person, that's none of your business. So it's like to ask a person some question like that, it is disrespectful. Like as many times as people will want to fight that and say that there wasn't anything disrespectful about that video, it is disrespectful. Like you don't know this person, you don't know and I think that's like one of the things that you just don't say about a person is something about like their appearance. You never just go up to a person and just, if especially it's a person that you don't even know. And I ain't trying to hear no stuff like, oh, well, I'm a fan of her or I watch her videos or this, that, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Even if you do know this person, I don't care if that is your best friend. I don't care if that's your family. I don't care who it is. If that's something that you guys do, if it's like a mutual thing where you guys go back and forth talking about each other, cracking jokes and things, then that's one thing. But if this is a person that you don't do this to, like you don't talk about their appearance on the regular, it should not be something where it's like, oh, let me just break the barrier and just ask. Like, no, you don't do that. And so, yeah, the girl, she breaks down. She starts crying. I think she had ended her stream. I don't know, but man, I'm like, that's messed up that people go out and they do things like that and they don't think that there's like nothing wrong with it. I don't care. Like, if that's something that you do with your friends, your family, your circle, whoever, that's them. But you can't include this YouTuber to your circle and think that it's okay to say things like that. Obviously, it wasn't if the girl broke down in tears and started crying. I'm like, I don't understand why people, they feel like they need to talk on a person's appearance, whether they're big, small, whatever. Like, it's none of your concerns. It should not matter to you at all, period. There shouldn't be no questions about it. There's people all around the world, shaped differently, look different, skin tones different, hair is different, everything about them, appearance, from whether their physical appearance or just their clothing appearance, they're going to be different. Unless you meet your doppelganger, then there you go, then that's the same person. That is the only person that you could I feel like talking, because it's their you. Like if it's like your twin appearance who are a doppelganger, whatever, okay, then that's one thing. And even then, you still wouldn't talk about their appearance. There shouldn't be no reason to talk about their appearance. Even if they look just like you, there should be no reason at all to talk on a person's appearance, period. And I don't know why that is a still ongoing discussion. And man, I'm telling you, I know that there's going to be people that feels like they need to have something to say about that. I'm like, okay, so it's all right that she broke down in tears and started crying. Something that she's obviously thinking about 24/7, and then somebody else notices it, and then that's when it's it should be okay. Like that's cool. It's cool that she cried. Like no, it's not okay that she cried. I don't and to correct myself, like I don't know if she is thinking about this 24/7, but it's something that haunts her. It's something that she that she does think about on a regular basis, trying to get other people's approval. And that's one thing for sure. It's like, don't worry about other people's approval of what you look like. Like there's people left and right that will judge you for what you look like, whether they are, face to face with it, behind your back with it. It should not matter what that person, how they feel about what you look like. It should not matter at all. And I'm going to make sure I post about that all on across social media and things, that you should not let a person like them talking about your appearance, that shouldn't be the number one thing on your mind. The number one thing on your mind should be about how you feel about your appearance. You should be the only one changing what you look like, how you look like, whatever. If you want to get your haircut, get you a haircut. If you want to change your fashion, change your fashion. If you want to lose weight or gain weight, do that. Do whatever makes you happy. If you want to be darker or lighter, do whatever makes you feel happy. Why? Because it's your body. It's not their body, it's your body. And to that person, I'm like, why would you even ask them some stuff like that? Why is it? Hold on for a sec. I got a notification on Facebook. Just give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Just had to respond to something real quick. But anyways, but yeah, I'm like, why is it your concern? Whether it's her makeup or whether it's, she's chubby or not. Should it matter? Like, does something like that, is that something that you're losing sleep over? Is this something that, you can't, you can't think straight because that's the number one thing sitting on your mind? You mean to tell me you waited until this girl started streaming to ask her about her appearance? That is something that you just had to ask her. Like, that's when you think, like, people just be, doing that type of stuff on purpose. They don't be doing that stuff because they're curious. They don't be doing that. I'm like, even if it's something, I'm like, if it's something that's running through my mind, whether, like, her appearance and stuff, that's just going to run through my mind. But I am not going to come out and ask her about it. I feel like, yeah, stuff like that, you just need to keep to yourself. I don't care how you feel about it, keep it to yourself. That's all that needs to be discussed. And it shouldn't be no arguments or whatever. Whatever you got on your mind about a person, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. I don't care especially if it's on some stuff like that. Like, I understand, there'd be companies and places and people that do that stuff because it's their job. Is it really your job to talk about this girl's appearance? This one girl out of the billions of people that's around the world, it is your job to talk about her. Does that make any sense? Like, are you getting paid by asking her that question? You obviously paid her to ask her the question. So my thing is like, are you getting paid by asking her that question? No? Then it shouldn't be a question that you should ask a person. Unless it's like a question that you truly, like, it's something that's like, okay, like, you could go face to face to a person and ask them this. But I'm like, I don't understand. Like, you wouldn't be able to go face to face to a person and ask them a question like that. So why would you say it online? That's the thing. I'm like, the energy that you have online should be the same energy that you should have face to face. If you're that type of person where you couldn't go up to, and try it out. Questions like that, go up to a person face to face and ask them that question. Go up to them face to face. And it's funny because I remember it was a long, long time ago. This person, they called me a delusional monkey. So that's like a number one rule about black people. Don't call them any racist derogatory names. Now, I don't know if he was I think he was up to date, but he was just trying to like make himself seem like he was in the right for calling me a monkey. But I told him, I'm like, hey, that's racist. Don't call black people a monkey. Like, I don't care how you feel about them. Don't call them a monkey, period. So he's all like, oh, I was just playing. I was just joking. I'm like, I don't care. I don't know you. Even if my own friends that I have known for years, people that I consider close, people that are in my circle, and the majority of them are not black. I have Hispanic friends. I have one of my friends. He's like close friends of mine. He's pretty much like a brother to me. He's half white, half Guamanian. He never looked me in my face and said that I was a monkey. The close Four Souls. Them guys have never looked me in my face, and they're some of my closest friends, but they've never looked me in the face and called me a monkey. All of the friends that I have known for years have never looked me in my face or even sent me a message, tweet, post, whatever, saying that I am a monkey. We will watch funny clips of monkeys, but that's not them telling me that I'm a monkey. So that's why I'm like, if my own friends don't do this, what gives you the right to do some stuff like that? Like, no, admit it, you're a racist. Point blank simple. Like, if you're a racist, you're a racist. I feel like that if a person will own up to some stuff like that, them being racist or them saying some racist stuff, then it shouldn't be no argument about like, oh, whether it is racist or not to call a person. No, you just need to flat out admit that you're a racist. You going out your way to call a black. I had not said nothing to this person for the whole time I've been on Twitter, I have said absolutely nothing to this person. This person randomly tweeted me calling me a delusional monkey about some old random stuff. I don't know I can't remember what it was, but anyways, yeah, I called them out on it. And he was like a viewer of my videos and stuff, because this it's something that I've said numerous times in videos. Like, like if you're gonna say something online, like, you need to say it to that person's face. I said it best. I started saying that when I started getting into it with the one YouTuber, Minnesota boy. You going up on the internet saying how you feel about white people. Go up to them face to face and tell them how you feel. But I told that guy that because I seen that he had lived in New York. He had it in his bio thing on Twitter. So I'm like, okay, go to a place like Brooklyn or Harlem. Go to somewhere like, Bed-Stuy. Like, you go to some like hardcore African American neighborhoods. All right, you go up to a group of black people and you call them a delusional monkey. See how far you get. Because guaranteed you're going to end up in the hospital by the end of the day. So I said that to him, and without even knowing he knew what the outcome was if he would have said some stuff like that. But I didn't even have to, because usually I will follow it up, like when they send something, like, oh, I ain't got the time, I can't do that, right? And that's what he was saying. He was just like, oh, I can't do that right now. And I'm like, I haven't heard that from that person since. So I'm like, I'm hoping he did it. But I tell that to people because, like, they need to know, like, oh, okay, well, I know I can't do it out there, so, I shouldn't be saying that stuff online. But it was funny because the way so when I told him to do that, I'm like, okay, I was like, you live out in New York, you go to some place like Brooklyn or Harlem, and you go and call some black people a delusional monkey and see how far you get. Like, just say it around, and say, you can say, my thing is that he can say that, right? He could go up to a black person face to face out in public. He could say it in front of white people. He could say it in front of black people, Asian people, whoever. They know that calling a black person a monkey is racist. So anyways, I say that to him. He responds back, or like, why do you think everybody's going to have like a violent encounter with me if I say something like that? Try it. Prove me wrong. Put it to the test. And he's all like, oh, I call my black friends a monkey all the time. I don't care about your friends. I never even mentioned anything about your friends. Who cares about your friends? You go up to somebody like, I don't even know. Like, go up to somebody that looks like the rapper Pop Smoke. Because Pop Smoke's he's from Brooklyn. You go to Brooklyn, you go to the area where Pop Smoke lived at. All right, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. But you go to the area that he lives at. Okay? I'm positive, I'm 100% sure there's some black people that he don't know that's out there. You go up to them and call, because if it ain't racist, because he was really trying to tell me that. He was really trying to, I'm like, a black person telling you that calling another black person or calling a black person a monkey is racist. You need to believe if that's how that black person feels, that's how that black person feels. You should not call them any name referring to their race, whatever. You should not do that. And so he was all like, yeah, why do you assume that I'm going to have a violent encounter? I'm like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm like, at this point, I don't care where this conversation goes. You send me a video of you going to Harlem, Brooklyn, wherever. Okay, you go up to some black people. I don't even go to even in the area that you're at. Find a group of black people, whether it's a man in a suit or it's a gang member. You go up to them and you go up to them with that same energy and see how far that gets you. I'm like, or and my thing is just like, and to even make it a little bit more safer for him, you just tell them what had happened. You ain't even got to go up to them and call them a delusional monkey. You just go up to a random black person and ask them, like, hey, me as a white individual, is it okay for me to call a black person, despite whatever they did online, is it racist to call a black person, and it could be the most evilest black person in the world, do you think you saying something racist is okay? It's an exception to the rules because, oh, this is the most evilest black person of all time. Let's say some black person and went around, killed like 100 people for no reason, all ages, all genders, whatever. Do you think it is okay for you to call them a racist derogatory name just because of the stuff that they've done? How would that, do you think other people would accept that? The only thing, regardless of whatever that person did, the only thing that you can really say about them is call them evil. Call them something that's not referring to their race. But you're all like, oh, I feel, and people, the crazy thing about it is that people have said that before in my comment sections. They feel like because of my past, they have the right to call me some racist, derogatory name. No, you don't. Because you know you wouldn't go and say that to her. You wouldn't say that to me face to face. You wouldn't go up to any black person that you don't know. And you would not say that to them face to face. I don't care how big or that you try to appear online. You ain't big enough to do some stuff like that. If so, you record yourself doing that. You go to a hard area, all right, where some black people are at, and you go up to them, all right, and say, like, you ain't even got, it ain't even got to be a hard area. You could just go up to any black person and go up to them with that same energy that you have online. Guaranteed, you gonna wake up later on that night trying to figure out what happened, and the side of your head is gonna have a fat knot on it. So I'm saying, people, stop thinking that, oh, I got this power and stuff online. You don't. That's all in your imagination. You have no power online. People need to understand that. People need to understand that. And I know people try to make it seem like that. Oh, I always make it seem like I got power. I got power over nobody. I've never displayed myself ever showing that I have some sort of power. I can't even think of the last time I've displayed that type of energy online or anywhere. The person that I am and everything that I just said in this episode, it is stuff that I know I can say face to face to a person. Why? Because it's not racist. It's not derogatory towards that person. It's not, rude or mean or whatever. This is me just talking. And I figure if I can, whatever I'm saying and doing, like, out in public, I know I can say it and do it online. No problems about it. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if you can't, the person that you are online, if you can't be that person outside of the internet, you shouldn't be that person at all. And that's why I think a lot of times, like, internet people are always like closet people. They don't, they can't be who they truly are. Like, and I feel like, excuse me, the person that they are online is definitely the person that will, most likely get hurt or, badly injured or most likely killed. Like, definitely they'd be that type of person. You will get chased home, that energy that you have on online. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of closeted people, of who they really are and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's don't be that person, don't be that person. But anyways, yeah, well, I think this girl's name was like Talia Mar. That's her name. Yeah, Talia Mar. And yeah, I just think that it's messed up that because I think, yeah, it's like, oh, sad moments, starts crying, 1,000. Yep, this is the video. This was the video. Talia Mar crying about mean donation. And it was crazy. Like, she was like talking, regular live stream, gets that donation, and you can immediately see the change in her. And I'm like, whoever this person was, you should definitely reach out and apologize for some stuff like that. Because knowing if a person, and that's the thing where I'm like, people, I don't think they realize, like, if that person, or, I mean, if something would have dramatically happened to that person because of a comment that you said, like, that is on you. That blood, that death is on you. So I hope and pray to God that never does happen to her. But my thing is, it's like, how would that make you feel if somebody did that to you? Let's say that there is something that hits your trigger point, and I'm not trying to hear no stuff like, oh, I don't have anything that hits my trigger point. But let's say if you did, let's just put all the cards on the table. Let's just say that you did. You had something that hits your trigger point, and this person said it, knowing that it would get to you. They said it anyways. Regardless of whatever, let's say if it's about your race, it's about a family member, it's about whoever. They crack a joke on you that really offends you. You ain't gonna be mad about that. You ain't gonna feel a certain way about that. So my thing is, like, if you know a person's gonna be mad or feel a certain way about something, or if that comment were to offend you, or any comment were to offend you, and I feel like as a person, you should know when things are offensive and when things are not offensive. So if you cracking jokes, crack jokes. But if you out here trying to hurt a person's feelings, like, yeah, you shouldn't be watching that person's stream. You shouldn't be subscribed to them. You shouldn't be watching their videos. And knowing this had to have been like some hater or something. And I ain't trying to hear no stuff. People are like, oh, it wasn't a hater. It's just a person asking the question. No, you're a hater. you're a hater. Mad that this person, most likely to Leah Mar, looks a lot better than you. So I'm saying, like, that whole bullying stuff online, cyberbullying, all that, people need to stop with all that. Racism, all of it. Like, you know, you can't keep that same energy outside. Don't keep that same energy inside. You need to have the same energy back and forth. So then people ain't calling you fake online. And whoever that person was, yeah, they're fake. Hands down, they're fake. So, anyways, yeah, shout out to Talia Mar. Hope the best for her. Hopefully, whoever that person was, like, most likely same thing's gonna happen to them, so guaranteed. But and it's messed up, but that's usually how it goes. But anyways, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, like, subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And I have a merch store. You guys can go check out some of my merch. Some new merch came out. Got some, like, new hoodies and stuff. So, yeah, go check that out. Got some sweatpants that's going to be coming out here soon. A lot of stuff. A lot of gear is going to be coming out. So stay tuned, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.